Hey Campoholics, today I'm very excited to tell you about my latest purchase, the ViAir 450P RVS automatic air pump. This thing is great. If you're in an RV, if you own a travel trailer, you've got to have an air pump. I'll tell you why. Here we go.
I'm Missy.
I'm Mike.
And we're the Campoholics.
All right, folks, thanks for joining me. Please hit that little yellow sign, caution sign down below. Subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out. Doesn't cost you a thing. Give us a big thumbs up for this video. And if you have any comments or any thoughts or any ideas about this or anything I want to talk about today, please put your comments down below. Now, today I'm going to tell you about this ViAir product. We are not paid endorsers for this product. I actually paid for this thing. This thing ran me, I want to say, about $330 average. I can't recall exactly. We are an affiliate for Techno RV. So please shop our link below. It helps us out, helps support this channel, and makes things happen for us. So if you buy this unit, we do get a small commission for purchasing from Techno RV and or any other piece of item you may get from Techno RV, such as tire pressure monitoring systems, air pumps, Garmin GPSs, Berkey water filters, anything technical, Wi-Fi repeaters, all that stuff they have on Techno RV. You can shop that link below. I'll post that link below in the comments and also in the comments, and I'll have other links posted up here as we go. Tire safety is a very important aspect of RVing. Before you leave your house or before you leave to go to your next destination, you should always check your air pressure on your tires, check for any potential leaks or any damage to the tires, the springs, the shackles, and so forth. All that stuff is vital to the success of your next trip. Another piece of equipment that's vital is a tire pressure monitoring system. Prior to having that, I was such in fear of a blowout and not knowing about it. Blowouts are going to happen. Someday, somehow, some way, it'll happen to you. Hopefully it won't, but most likely it will. You'll run over something, the tire will just get old. You should change your tires at least every 3 to 5 years max. 5 years max. And I'll show you how to read the date on your tire later in this video. Again, tire pressure monitoring sensors are key to having a successful trip. If you have a sudden blowout, they are going to alert you. And stay in the right lane. Don't speed too much. Stay in the right lane. Get off the road quickly, and that should minimize your damage to this unit. So let's get into the ViAir product. This thing is a 12-volt system. It has alligator clips. It connects directly to your battery. It comes with a nice storage bag if you want to keep it stored in the bag. Here's our tire pressure monitoring system. This is the TST model. Again, you can get these from Techno RV. This actually shows you the tire pressure, 110, and it'll cycle through all the tires. There are 6 tires on this fifth wheel of mine. 107 psi, 110 psi, so it'll cycle through 109 psi, and it'll also tell you the temperature of the tire. Temperature is real important. Something's going wrong, temperature is going up drastically. That means something's affecting that tire, heat, possibly the hub or the rim. Something's going on, producing a lot of heat, and that could eventually cause a blowout. So you can see more about this TST tire pressure monitor in one of our other videos. I'll post that link right here and or below in the comments. All right, with the ViAir product, it's very light. I say 15 pounds. It's on a rubber gasket system, sort of like shock absorbers, so that it doesn't produce any vibrations. It has a diamond plate base to it and a rubber boot or rubber foot floor. Alligator clips connect directly to your battery, and a fuse that can be easily replaced. This particular model has a air filter, and what you get with your unit is this cool bag. I do not store this in the bag. It's easy for me to store this in my compartment underneath the fifth wheel hitch next to the generator, right beside the batteries. All I gotta do is clip it to the batteries and I got air. In the bag that you get, you'll have your primary and secondary hoses. So I would say, venture to say, without reading the manual, right, who reads manuals, this gives me 30 foot up to 60 foot of hose to stretch out to get the job done. And of course, these hoses are easy to clip into each other, just like that. So, real simple to use. This is my pressure gauge. I choose to use this connection right to the valve stem of the tire. It works out great, stays on there. I don't have to fiddle with it, I don't have to push it. I just turn this thing on, the valve stem, and problem solved. It does have the wand type. If you want to press it on and hold it on, you can do that also. It comes with air filters. Of course, your warranty card that you got to fill in, like I haven't done yet. And it's got some other adapters for pumping up inflatables. Real simple to do, a 9-step process, or correction, a 10-step process for setting it up and getting your service ready. All right, so this is the unit I was using prior to the ViAir. Notice the bulk. This sat in my storage compartment in my Grand Design Reflection. This unit did not have enough pump oomph to it to pump these tires up at 110 psi. It did at 100 psi on my Reflection. However, there's your air hose, and I use this, the old tire pump with the gauge that comes out. I really didn't trust it too much. I used a backup also to make sure my tire pressure was up with a tire pressure gauge. So I've done away with this. Primarily, again, it didn't have the butt, you know what I mean, to pump these things up. So I went with the ViAir. In this particular model, there are 3 or 4 versions of the ViAir. You have to check out the website on Technical RV. This particular model is built for Class A's. They are rated at different ratings, travel trailers, B's, C's, and A's. So check out the website. Look for the one that may suit you. You're not going to be disappointed with this product. It's expensive, yes. It's a little bit of investment. But if you go RVing a lot, you got to have this. All right, let's show you how we hook this thing up and how much hose you got to run. And we're going to hook it up to the tire. Also, I'll show you how, when I take the tire pressure monitors off, it will sound an alarm to you, which you're going to have this beside, right in front of you as you're driving down the road. It's a little hot out here in Delaware right now, so I've got a little bit of sweat going on. Hey, get your Campoholics shirt also at the link below in our Etsy shop. Help us out. All right, let's get into it. Here we go. All right, there's been so much information about Westlake tires and or any other brand, pretty much. They refer to these as China bombs. I have found that if you take care of your tires, take care of them. I mean, I put UV protectant on these tires. I keep them clean most of the time. We just got back from a trip. Put a UV protectant on them. I make sure my lug nuts are torqued. That's another video. I'll post the link down below. Ensure your lug nuts are torqued so there's no wobbling and create some type of crack or break in your wheels. Mosquito. Also, your tire, I mentioned 3 to 5 years, you should replace your tires. This tire was made on the 6th week of 2019. That's how you read that. Over here on this particular 16-inch tire, it's telling me right here, along with the data plate on the RV, this tire should have a cold pressure rating of 110 psi. That means this thing should have 110 psi before you move it. Your cold rating before you get going and traveling. 110 psi this tire should be. All right, for easy accessibility, I just keep my ViAir air pump right here in my 5th wheel compartment next to the generator, and it's easily accessible to the batteries. So all I got to do is put my positive on my positive, a negative on the negative, and turn it on. Then once you get your hose connection hooked up, of course it'll pump up the pressure, and then you're ready to go. But that's how easy it is. All right, we're ready to plug the hose in. It even tells you primary hose to compressor. So all you got to do is plug that thing onto there. Clips right on. We are plugged in. There we go. And already it's up to pressure. We're taking our primary hose. I'm stretching it down the line. There's our connection for our gun. All right, the pump just came on, you can't even hear it. I'm gonna take my tire pressure monitoring sensor off, which should sound this alarm, indicating there's a leak and or a catastrophic failure with this tire. And there it is. So that's how quickly that alarm will set off and alert you while you're driving to get pulled over. Stay in the right lane so you have easy access to a shoulder. So this tire, as it shreds, does not tear up all your material underneath this, especially on your kitchen slide. So that's real important. We'll shut this off. So that shows you how important the tire pressure monitoring system is. Again, you can get those from Techno RV, and I'll push the link below. I'm using this to go on my valve stem. I screw it on, simply screw it on. And right away, it's telling me I'm actually good, 112 PSI. Now, if you have too much PSI in there, push this button, bleed some air out, and we'll bleed some air out. So right now we're at 105 PSI. So let's go ahead and pump it up. Now it's quiet, but you can barely hear that thing. There's no vibration. It's not making a lot of noise. And that quickly, we're at 110 PSI. So, great investment, great thing to have. With this one, I'd have to unplug. I would have to unplug, put an air pressure gauge on there, check it, take it off, put it back on, check it off, put it back on, check it. I love this gun. It gives me the pressure reading right here. So we're gonna go ahead and take this off. Put our tire pressure monitor caps back on. Again, real important to have. Another tip about tires is you want to keep the ultraviolet rays of the sun off of them if you can. I use a cleaner on them and also a tire shine UV protectant put on here. That's a great tip to do. Also, if you're at a place for an extended period of time, cover them up. Get some tire covers, cover them up. These are the most valuable thing on your RV in regards to safety and potential failure and massive destruction to your RV, short of a fire. And these could eventually cause a fire if they blow, striking a propane line or what have you. So between this, tire pressure monitoring system, a good air pump, which you should have anyway as an RVer, should be in your toolbox, and some gas stop devices stopping the potential propane leak. Again, everything you can get from Technical RV, and I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe below, ring the bell for notifications. Shop Technical RV for this ViAir product. Appreciate your support. Please give this video a thumbs up, and if you like the information, hit the applaud button. It helps us out. See you in the next video.